My name is Barry Allen, and I'm an innocent man. I'm being framed for something that I didn't do.
He stood among us, a wolf in sheep's clothing.
This is the only way. Tell everyone you're the Flash.
If everyone knew my secret, we would never be able to stop running.
The Flash returns with an all-new episode Tuesday, January 16th on the CW.
What is up, guys? My name is BobaTalks, and welcome to my Flash Season 4, Episode 10 trailer breakdown. Now, I know this is a little bit late. I just was busy yesterday, and now I'm finally getting around to it. But oh my god, is this trailer awesome. So many things surrounding it are just brilliant, whether that's like the tie-in to the trial of the Flash, even though this obviously isn't directly that comic book storyline. A lot of these shows borrow from comic book storylines and adapt them in their own unique way. I mean, for example, think of like the Dominator invasion. It's kind of based on the comic book. Same with the recent crossover. It was kind of based on the Crisis of Two Earths rather than Crisis on Earth X. So even though this is not really got anything to do with the Reverse Flash, it's still awesome, and it's so very fitting for it to be the thinker, to be honest, for this trial of the Flash going on. Because I feel like he's a very, obviously the fact that he's a calculating, mastermind, intelligent person, it seems even more fitting for him trying to frame the Flash or make the Flash go down this way. But before we get into this breakdown, guys, if you like what you see and you want to stay up to date with more Arrowverse content just like this, be sure to subscribe. And if you're going to enjoy this video, then please leave a like on it, as it really does show your support for the channel. So at the very beginning of this trailer, we hear Barry talking about his innocence. We see the same scenes, or probably new scenes of them investigating Clifford DeVoe's body on the floor with that wedding gift knife, which DeVoe actually obviously gifted to Barry so he could be planted and framed for this murder. I know you've probably heard me say this a million times, but I'm just over the moon that this, mood and tone of Season 4 is picked up, and they're maintaining it episode after episode after episode. And to be honest, with a storyline like this, you can't really make it lighthearted. So I'm very grateful that it is what it is and this story is going forward. Also, it's just such an amazing thing that this moment is finally happening, because if you guys, which you probably do remember, but if you don't, this is a massive callback to that moment in Season 1 when Barry was traveling through the Speedforce and he saw himself in jail. Now, I would be even further over the moon if we actually get to see that scene like recreated with Barry in, the prison, where on the phone to whoever he was on the phone to, because we didn't get to see that in the Speedforce. Some of the things that Barry did see in the Speedforce like this are coming true or have come true, like Killer Frost, and then, the trial of the Flash. But we're still yet to see things like, the Flash Museum and other little peaks we got in the Speedforce. Also, guys, fun fact, that date that is actually on the card when Barry is being processed into jail is actually the date of the comic book for the trial of the Flash, which is really cool how they fit that in there. This trailer made me feel very sorry for Barry, because, when it got to the courtroom scenes, things just got a whole wave, a whole lot more serious. And obviously that is what it's meant to be, because how is Barry going to get out of this? That is what everyone's probably asking themselves at the minute. We hear that lawyer saying about Barry that he was just, like appearing like a wolf in sheep's clothing, and it's just couldn't be further from the truth. I understand how it looks this way. It must look so condemning that Barry murdered Clifford DeVoe. Obviously, there was the moments before that in Captain Singh's office where they were filing for harassment and making a complaint, and it just looks so bad. So how is he going to get out of this? I'd love to know your thoughts in the comments below. I think Ralph Dibny will be pivotal in finding out, or maybe using his detective skills to help Barry get out of this whole sticky situation and to prove that, he didn't murder Clifford DeVoe and that that knife was planted. Obviously, Ralph is a new character and they introduced him so they can make him the elongated man, add another person to Team Flash. But I think the fact that he is a very detective-based person rather than just a random metahuman who then becomes a superhero, I think this would be a nice arc to give him, even though he's already this kind of good guy now compared to the jackass self he was, even though he's still got those jackass traits, still bleeding through the cracks. I think this will be a massive like boost for his character if he's able to find something crucial to helping Barry out with his trial. Now, as I mentioned earlier, obviously this is kind of loosely based on the Trial of the Flash comic, which is quite a different storyline, but will be similar in some things. For example, Barry's lawyer in the comic was Cecile, and who is his lawyer here? Cecile. So maybe this was quite a driving factor as to why she was more of a prominent character this season. Maybe it's not, because maybe they just wanted to give Joe some more happiness, rather than just having Iris and Barry move out and have their own lives and just kind of having the West house completely empty. Now Wally's gone as well. Cecile might have just been a thing they planned to do anyway, but I think it was maybe a combination. Now there is a very interesting line in the trailer where Cecile, I think she's struggling herself to figure out how the hell he's going to get out of this, because the evidence is just so condemning. How are you going to get out of it other than the advice to tell everybody that he is the Flash? I do think Barry is going to consider this a lot, because I think they're going to really put across in this episode when it finally airs that the evidence will be too condemning, and he's probably going to be looking at a lot of time, and there is no way out of it. I think there might be a little bit of hope, and then it's going to get crushed, and then Cecile will deliver that line. But we all know that Barry isn't going to reveal himself to the world as the Flash, because it's his secret identity. If everyone knew he was the Flash, there's a whole manner of problems that could go, whether that's, you know, his family will be exposed, all the villains will know exactly who to go after. It's just, I don't need to go on. The list could just go on forever. His secret identity is not going to be revealed to the whole world, but I think maybe it might be revealed to somebody who's crucial in the investigation who can help Barry get out of this mess. So we'll obviously already have Ralph on the case, but I think somebody on the inside will need Barry's support rather than just condemning him. So maybe someone like Captain Singh will finally find out. I think that this is actually extremely likely. I don't actually have a problem with Barry's boss finding out about this, because he's a very nice character from what we've seen of him over the seasons he's been in the Flash. And to be honest, with Central City holding the Flash in such high esteem, I think, when he knows that, and he knows Barry anyway, and hopefully doesn't think that this is a thing despite the condemning evidence, with the information that he's the Flash as well, he might be driven even further to prove Barry's innocence, and might be able to pull a few strings that nobody else can behind the scenes. Now I think that this scene with Captain Singh and the other cops holding the gun up is kind of misdirecting, because it kind of looks like he's holding the gun up to the Flash, and that wouldn't really be a thing, because it's not like they know the Flash is Barry Allen, so they wouldn't be holding the gun up to knowing that Barry Allen is meant to be in jail right then. And that's a question within itself. Is Barry out on bail right now, or is he just in jail and currently run out, got the suit to do a quick thing and then runs back before anyone notices? Does he do that so he can still be the Flash because there might still be a weekly villain going on this episode? I don't know. That is a very, very good question within itself, and to be honest, I love stuff like this when even I'm trying to break it down and we're kind of just, left really asking what the heck is going on. How is Barry going to get out of this huge mess he's in? How is he going to still be in the suit and running around as the Flash when he's being convicted for murder? Who knows? But all we can do in the meantime, guys, is speculate. So I'd love to know all your thoughts in the comment section down below. How do you think Barry's going to get out of this, first of all? Do you think anyone else or any of the characters we know currently will play a crucial role in that? I personally think Ralph might kind of have this coming of hero age moment where he'll really help out with this investigation. And also, do you think that moment where we see the Flash in the trailer is when Barry's out on bail, or do you reckon he just literally runs out or phases through the prison and quickly does a job whilst he's actually meant to be in jail? And lastly, guys, one more question. Do you think this episode will be more than one episode or 2 episodes? Because it's quite a dramatic story, and if it was one of those moments where they just end it with an episode and it's just like, what, that was quick, that was way too rushed. Now, yes, I am thinking Flashpoint, then I would be pissed off. I'm sure you would as well. But at the same time, the reason why they do this is because they've got so much other stuff going on in the season. You can't really drag the trial of the Flash out for 6 episodes. So I don't think it will be 6 episodes, but do you think it would be more than 2? Or do you think it will even be 2? Other than that, guys, if you enjoyed this trailer breakdown, let me know in the comment section down below. I think it was amazing. I am just, as I've already said, I love where they're going with this story so far. I love the Thinker. I think he's a brilliant villain, and he's going to be out there now in that new metahuman body who can read minds. So God, he might try and make this whole trial a lot more difficult as well with those powers, and who knows what we could get up to with that. It's just going to be so crazy. But if you enjoyed this video, guys, leave a like on it, as it really does show your support for the channel. And if you're new to this channel, why not subscribe, because you can stay up to date with more Arrowverse content just like this. If you want to stay a little bit more up to date with me personally, you can do so by following me on social media. The link should be popping up on the screen around here or in the description below. And I do have a Patreon now, guys, so if you want to support the channel a little bit more and fuel the content that I create, be sure to head over to that link and check it out for yourself. But other than that, guys, I hope you have a lovely rest of your day. Thank you so much for watching this video. Be sure to comment all your theories in the comment section down below, because I'd love to hear them, and I do read every single comment. And I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.